give everybody a little bit of a time to jump in. It's bang 10 o'clock. It's Monday. Most people actually don't know it's Monday anymore. Who cares? It's day. It's day or
right.
night. Hi, Maria.
Right. Now you have to unmute Snow.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see if we can hear her.
Let's unleash her. Hey, Snow, how are you?
Hey, I am so sorry. I tried to be in my kitchen because I thought the light is better there, and apparently it's not working. Because it's on my
Sound doesn't work there, or the light doesn't work there?
my computer. My computer is not working there. How's everybody doing?
Good. Good.
So, I have something to share with you guys. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this book.
No.
Be happy.
It sounds promising.
Tell us.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like I've read it so quickly, but it has really great subjects, like subjects how to choose the flow, or how to create cultivating your inner life, and how to practice it, how to let go of different thoughts, and how to cultivate relationships. I thought it was a really cool book, and I highly suggest for you guys, if you don't have it or if you never read it, just read this book.
Who is the author?
Who's the author?
It's Rebecca Ray.
Rebecca Ray.
Dr. Rebecca Ray.
I mean, we definitely all want to be happy.
Well, it's really, it's like a coffee table book. You can open any page and just practice that. And I thought it was really cool. Like even practicing your breathing in it, and it's really nice. I'm not sponsored by this book. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Just picked it up and liked it.
Yeah, I just, was laying in my house for about a year. Somebody gave it to me. And, you walk by and you're always so in the mood of doing things for your job or researching things that using on a daily basis. And I'm a really happy person. So I really thought, it's cool. Just coffee table book. But
why not be happier, right?
This week I had more time in my hands, and I love reading. So I read it, and I enjoyed some of the exercise that they had in the book. So I'm definitely going to even practice it in my lessons with professional dancers, I think.
I think quality of life is mostly also quality of thought in our head. So anything that we can feed our mind with positive is a great thing, because our reality is like in between here, in between the ears. It's like whatever we perceive, perception is so big.
Well, this is really cool, because like cultivating your inner you, right, is exactly what they were saying in this book, is how to practice to let go that thought, like just asking yourself, have you thought of that before? Can you let go? Or does it mean to be thought a little bit more? So it's just like this cool things. I thought it was
I found
it got me happy.
Right. I found that people actually adjust to a new situation ridiculously fast, which is actually quite amazing. I guess that survival mechanism kicks in, and you just like, especially I think with creative people, because you're like, okay, I can't do what it is that I'm normally going to do. What else can I do? So this, in a way, being, for me personally, it was good. I got involved with like 3 different projects. We're doing this and I'm loving it. So, and then we do those things that I would normally wouldn't do. And I'm quite enjoying it. I don't think I'm going to let go of those once I'm back into my normal life. So
I do see you twice a week. Usually I just speak to you like twice a week, but now I'm going to see you and I get to spend time with you girls.
But I also think ballroom dancing trained us in a way for that, because since you're little and you go to the competitions, you're so used to, okay, something didn't work out. Okay, you go on and you find the next competition. You change something in your practice. You constantly get back up and get back up and get back up. It's a habit. So I think ballroom dancing is something that prepared us to survive in any situation. And okay, well, that didn't work or that happened, so let's try different, So I think we are a resilient bunch. I think.
I agree with you.
Well, we know what Snow did this week. She read that happy book. What about you, Babette?
Yeah.
Do you see how happy she is?
maybe I should send it to you in the mail.
No, I actually am happy. I was sitting on the couch for about like a while, and I tried this and that, and I applied for everything. And then I'm not that personality who does well on a couch. And I'm not the personality who is doing well waiting for help. I like to help myself. That's my personality. So I started grocery shopping for people and delivering it. So I do that part-time, you know. So, you know, whatever it takes right now, I don't care. So I'm grocery shopping.
That is so kind of you. I remember actually, when I was 15, or maybe younger, no, 15, I was already in America. At 13, in my school, we had to go and help older people and do the same, shopping and kind of, you know, helping them to clean out the house and do all those things. And I will never forget how amazing the experience was to do something for someone. And I think it really, really trained me to stay humbled and actually do something for somebody without expecting anything back.
You know, you deliver something and then there's a little old lady and she doesn't dare to come out of her house. She's like behind her glass doors and she has like kitchen gloves on and a full-blown face mask in her own house, and just tells me, put it here, you know. And then she says, thank you, gives me all the love signs and everything. So they're so cute. They're really scared, some people. Some are really frightened.
Yeah.
Hi, ladies.
Oh.
Hey, how are you?
All right,
We
let's
made it.
Well, I guess we don't need to announce her anymore. Here she is, Anna Trebunskaya, everybody.
There you go. I even got my ballroom red on.
Ooh.
All right, well, let's do this properly. Like, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our promised guest for the day, Anna Trebunskaya, started to dance originally from Russia, moved to the US at 17 years old with her parents. And she has a long list of accomplishments, and some of them were an amateur youth champion in standard.
I was.
She was a US finalist and in the top 24 in the world in Latin. And she's an 11-time seasoned dancer in Dancing with the Stars. Here we go. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, basically, I'm old.
No, you are accomplished.
Well, you know, it's like when you start younger, yeah? Like if you start young, you like, you did all this, and then you're like, well, now what? So, but yes, I did. It's always, those things gonna be always in my heart, even when my mind is starting to go, I'll at least remember them in my heart. But no, I'm just kidding. No, it's good. Thank you for introducing me properly, Babette. Oh my gosh, you do research. She's like, I'm doing it right. I love it.
Right? You know, every one of our guests deserves a proper introduction.
Just because we know you, it doesn't mean that everybody else do, and we hope that everybody can be in tune and understand where you're coming from. So when they ask questions, it's in the right direction, you know.
That's great. I love it, girls. You're getting better and better every single time.
You have your little chit chat with Anna.
I do.
How's that going? It seems like it's fun.
Well, you know how it is. It's like you guys all stuck at home. There's no excuse for you not to catch up with me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how do you? But it's fun. Yeah, I do it on Instagram Live about twice a week. This week's gonna be quite dense with you know, you starting it right for me though. You like opening the week between my chitty chatty with Anna. I have 3 guests lined up. Hopefully everything works out. You know, got to confirm them and all that. But so far so good. Yeah, it's fun. You know, we just talk about baking and whatever, really.
Cool. I have to share with you, I made vegan tiramisu this week and it was fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah, we do.
But I know that you're also in that direction and your husband is vegan, so I have to call you and share the recipe.
Yeah. Well, we have our own recipe. We already been doing it for a year, girl.
Okay, then I'm very mad at you because you didn't share with me.
It's not me. It's not. I don't bake.
Get my recipe.
I don't bake. I do like vinaigrette and borscht and salads and.
So the Russian food, vegan style. Oh my
yes.
God. I couldn't even buy anything vegetarian in Russian store. I came in once and we had a guest who was a vegetarian. I was like, guys, do you have any hot dishes that are vegetarian? And the lady behind the counter looks at me and she goes, salads? I'm like, no, hot dishes. So they didn't have anything. It was all.
Well, you just got to be creative with that.
You just have to do Grinchka, kasha.
Right?
Yeah, if you always do. I mean, I can survive on like buckwheats and oatmeals and rice. Like, I don't care. But the kids get bored.
Yeah. So Anna, we were very inspired by your logo. So me and Elena supporting your leopard today.
And,
I love it.
I'm actually wearing your earrings. Do you remember one of the
comments?
I
do.
I was like, oh, I forgot all my jewelry. And you're like, oh, here it is. I'm like, oh, lovely. So I have them.
I know. We had that moment. Yeah. I just went through my jewelry. Half. Can I swear? No kids here. I have shitloads of jewelry. It's not even. That's why I had to swear. It's not even like a lot. It's like, and half of it is going for sale. I know you girls been on Poshmark now for a while, and I keep track of your stuff. But I just started. I haven't really put anything on it, but I had a little time to go through my stuff, and like half of my jewelry, I'm like, I never wear it because I never see it. So anyway, I went through my little phase of organization. It's done now.
Well,
maybe I'll come back next week. I don't know.
Snow and I usually exchange the closets, actually. So
I
travel to her. She's like, okay, this, and I'm like, I'll take this. I won't take that, and then we do reverse.
Well, we're just very lucky we're the same size.
Yes, your tatas are matching. That's helpful.
So Anna.
Yeah.
We had started this show, and I shared with everybody that I read this book this week. Have you heard of this book?
Be Happy?
Be Happy.
No.
And this is a pretty cool subject, cultivating your inner life. How are you doing with this right now?
Oh, no, Be Happy. Mm-hmm. You know what actually helped me a lot with Be Happy is I did this, it's just on YouTube for free, actually. I did this. I'll share it with you guys.
Wait, shut up. She's coughing.
Put the mask on.
Yeah, no, it's just I'm dry. I'm dehydrated. I need to drink more water in the morning. Because I woke up and I'm like running around, making sure the kids are fed. Amalia's like doing her school on Zoom at the same time as we're doing this. And I'm like, water. Anyway, so I did this meditation, and the meditation was about 20 minutes, and it was on the topic of acceptance. Accepting your present moment just as it is right now. Because I think one of the things, at least for me personally, is when I'm wishing for something out of reach, and that hole between me not having what I want, whatever it is, a chocolate cupcake, it doesn't matter, whatever, or a trip to Europe right now because the prices are so low. Right? Oh my gosh,
we talked about it with Karina about vacationing. Everything is so cheap,
or whatever it is, and that moment of realizing, oh my gosh, there's so much distance or space or whatever between what I want until I could possibly maybe get it, that really gets me down sometimes. So the learning to accept the present moment and not try to change anything and just being present with what I have, that's really helpful on the happy topic. I don't know, is that in the book?
No, I don't
well,
know.
there is lots of things of, letting go of your thoughts and letting go and questioning yourself. Have I thought of it already? Why is it bringing me down? If I thought of it already, maybe I shouldn't think about it and control it. And that's like lots of
and that's the thing.
So I have to send it to you.
You please. Well, maybe don't. I can right now. But yeah, the books that I've been reading are like No Drama Discipline,
Don't drama
And
too soon. I like it.
like what's the other one that I read by the same authors? It's a child psychology, like how to encourage your children without, you know, scarring them, basically, something like that, something motivating them, whatever. And basically I read that book and I realized that all the way that I was brought up, like, was a lot of them were wrong.
I mean, we all went through Soviet Union parenting.
Scarred.
What
Well, our generation, I think we're all scarred. We're the generation who was just, you know, in the car without the seat belts and like face first in the mud and getting yelled at for. I mean, I didn't get really yelled at, but you know, like we're all scarred.
Well, and it's just not that. It even comes out like just like actually talking about like, and I don't know. I mean, everybody has its own opinion.
So let me ask you a question. What made you so successful? What do you think that your parents actually did that make you so driven and created such a superstar out of you on the other side?
Like this superstar?
Yes, that one.
Yeah. Remember that movie? It's awesome.
You forgot to smell it.
That's right. I had to smell it. Yeah. No, I did shower yesterday and I put deodorant this morning, but not the water. You see what I'm saying? My priorities are in the wrong place. Who cares how I smell? It's not like you can smell me via Zoom. Okay, so excuse me. I'm dry. I'm fine. I think that I don't want to sound negative, okay? I'm really trying to be positive about this. But the fact that, okay, so two components. First of all, it was a natural transition to get into dancing for me because both my parents were professional dancers. So it was like just roll into the dance studio and just start dancing by kind of osmosis. Yeah? Now, that part was easy. The actually learning how to dance and do it well was not easy. And I mean, I want to say, oh, I was just so in love with dancing and I was so inspired, and like I would like to say, throw out all these fruity words, but the truth is it was kind of a struggle for me, especially in the beginning. Like, you know, especially like in childhood in Russia or Europe, we start dancing young, and I'm sure you're girls, you've seen it, that there's a lot of child stars. There are a lot of those kids. I think Elena, you one of them actually.
Yep.
Yeah, you are one of them, or Snow to a degree as well. You are. I mean, I remember you when you were 14, 15, and you were already like amazing. And I remember watching you at some Fred Astaire competition, I don't know where it was, somewhere, and with your old partner Igor, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this girl is so good, and her feet are so gorgeous, and you know, she has a beautiful extension. What did you say, sweetie?
She was also so fast. It's crazy.
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you were like young and already so good. And I remember watching the first USDC that I went to, I think I was 16, and I was watching everybody in amateur, like starting 24 or even 48. Think about it right now as the judges, right? Really, 48? And I was thinking, oh my gosh, they are all so good. They're all so good. Now, of course, now when I look at it now and I see 48 of amateur, even at the world level, I mean, I'm like, yeah, they're good. There's some things that maybe could be, but they're not all that good. But at the time, for me, a 16-year-old teenager, I was looking at it and I'm going, oh my gosh, I could never be this good. I may as well quit. I had literally a mental breakdown where I went to the old Fontainebleau pool. Remember the pool?
Oh, yeah.
After the competition. And I bawled my eyes out. I was crying. I was like, I could never be this good. Why am I even bothering? And I was just like, had that moment. I don't think that was from being raised without no drama discipline, you know. So it was kind of a struggle in the beginning. It was a slow going. And but then one by one, I've noticed about myself, I'm not that person. It might look like bam, she just here, but I don't think it's like that for anybody. I think it's one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, and just keep going, and then there are just some lucky moments, and not say no, like with the whole Dancing with the Stars thing, because the very first season that they auditioned people, the professional dancers, there were quite a few really top dancers that said, no, what is this? This is silly. This is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, I actually remember that. I was dancing with Max at that point, and they
yeah.
We said no.
Yeah, exactly. And then who's running to the show the next season? You know what I'm saying? But the very first season when they called and they say, hey, would you want to do this? I was like, yeah, this sounds like fun. This is different. I want to do something. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how it all works. I mean, there was a level of curiosity there, right? And not sort of being like, oh, I'm just going to do it this way. I already gotten better. I already softened up, I think, at that point, just a little bit, very little. So anyway, actually, I don't know if that answered the question, but
that story leads me to our next question. So you were competing. I think at that point you danced with Zemlyanka and made a final in Rising Star Latin.
Yeah. It was my first professional partner.
Dancing with the Stars, and then you actually left and competed again with Paolo. So what made you do that division?
You missed 6 years of my competitive dancing.
Sure, I'm literally skipping to competing, Dancing with the Stars, back to compete. Oh, sorry. Yes, back to Dancing with the Stars.
So what's the question?
The question is, you made it on Dancing with the Stars, and then you made a decision to come back and compete, which none of us ever did. So I think it's the only one who returned to competition and then returned to Dancing with the Stars again. So my question was, what made you do that decision? Because once we all made it to Dancing with the Stars, we all stopped dancing. We're like, oh, okay, next chapter, boom, let's go.
Stupidity?
Did not expect that answer.
I mean, okay, so again, talking about like this Be Happy book, they say don't have regrets. Very easy to say, but not always easy to do. I don't have any regrets about obviously doing Dance with the Stars and going back and competing and then coming back again. I mean, I actually feel fortunate that as I was able to do it, because the fact that Dancing with the Stars producers and casting took me back to the show after what I've kind of put them through, I'm very, very lucky. I'm very, very blessed. So because I was trying to actually do the show and compete at the same time, and that was a total disaster. For my professional partner Pablo, it wasn't a total disaster. I shouldn't say that. I'm being extremely dramatic. It was kind of not the best. It wasn't the best, because I couldn't fully commit to my competitive dancing, because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta run to a group rehearsal, or I gotta do this, and he was kind of hanging around like in LA and be like, okay, well, I guess that's it. We had an hour rehearsal and now bye. But then also for the Dancing with the Stars, I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna go to compete in Las Vegas, that competition, Maria's comp, that is in February, or I think it was later that time. I'm gonna fly to Vegas, compete with my pro partner. I'm dragging my celebrity with me so that he could watch it with me. I mean, they did a whole footage out of it, luckily. And then come back. I was kind of, for a producer, a pain in the butt. And I felt that, and I'm like, I can't do that. I have to stop. I have to do one or another. And I just felt that there is still need in me of, there's some things that I needed to learn for myself as a dancer and as a pro that I felt unfulfilled with in my own dancing.
like you're always gonna be that performer? Is that something inside of you that will never stop?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. But it was like, I need to get better first, because I just, maybe for a moment I didn't feel like I was good enough to be on Dancing with the Stars. Imagine that right now. But there was a point where I'm like, I still want to do this. I still have a passion for, I was young, guys. I was like 25, 26. So I was like, I still want to compete. I still want to do this because it's inside of me. But then when I was done, I was like, okay, I did it. I reached the point where I was like, okay, now it's done for sure. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you had to choose to be a professional dancer or pro-am dancer, which one would you choose?
Oh, for crying out loud, pro-am dancer any moment.
We all
said the same thing. I said the same thing.
All of us want to be pro-am dancers when we're later in life. No, we realize how great it really is. You know what we all been through.
Yeah.
God.
Oh my gosh, you have a gorgeous guy that's dancing with you, that's helping you out, that's teaching you, that is all about you, and he's making sure you're doing okay.
And they already developed. You don't have to develop them or wait until they develop.
No, you just hopefully you find a good one that is actually a nice person. You like to hang out with them, and you have a good relationship with them, working relationship, obviously. But yeah, man, it's like it's rock and roll. Life's good.
People always ask me, it's like, oh, my dream would be, I also want to find a dance partner. And I always say, no, don't do the pro-am. Like, you don't understand.
Keep your day job, girl.
Yeah.
Oh boy, whatever. Yeah, that was funny, huh? We all want to be pro dancers. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just because it's so amazing to be mature and understand things differently, and know your body at the mature age as well.
Yeah.
And take the information and experience that, versus when you're like 6 years old and they say be sexy and you're like, what's that?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, there are a lot of things about our industry that I'm like, that's kind of, especially after reading those parenting books and having my own children, I'm like, I see some videos and I go, I don't know. That's why I don't necessarily push my own daughter too much. Like, if she wants to dance, she dances. If she doesn't want to dance, don't dance. And we keep it very clean and child play, and it's not really this is what I went through, right? Maybe I don't want that for my children.
Well, I had a little different experience. And I love
Quiz.
Hold on. What did you say, Babette?
It's quiz time.
Oh, quiz time. Oh, Babette's keeping us on track.
Yes,
okay.
she is in charge. She's the host. She's hosting it. So
cool.
I'm gonna do the quiz. So basically what it is, it's about 10 questions that you have to answer really quick. So you can't give long answers. It's a yes or no or choice or whatever comes first into your head, and we just go. Yeah,
okay, cool. I love it.
Right?
I love it. It's fun. It's like a game.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Who is your dance idol? No thinking, go.
Sid Charisse.
Nice. Tea with honey or milk?
Tea with honey.
What is your favorite body part?
My favorite body part? My ankles.
If you were an animal, which one would you be?
If I would be a sloth.
Oh my God, that's funny. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Curious, stubborn, and go with the flow.
Okay.
I'm going with the flow, but I'm stubborn. You see what I'm saying? It's
right?
like a contradiction.
Stubbornly flowing.
I'm stubbornly flowing.
If you could time travel, when will you go?
Uh,
What
20 years
era?
ago.
20 years ago? Okay.
That's about it.
What
That's
drives
when we started messing things up, but not too bad.
What drives you absolutely crazy?
My spouse.
I just love your answers. That's awesome.
You're
All
honest.
right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
What is your useless talent?
My useless talent?
Mm-hmm.
I can move my eyebrows like one at a time.
Ooh. That's like a smolder. If you could choose Dancing with the Stars partner, who would you dance with?
Like a celebrity.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Like I have to choose a name.
Yeah. Choose a person. First one that pops in. Who would you want to dance with?
Sylvester Stallone.
Ooh, good one. All right. And the last one. If you didn't dance, what would you do instead?
I would paint and draw.
Yay!
Be some kind of artist, something like art.
Even artistry, huh?
I know.
I like it. I'm not good at it. I never studied it, but I like it. I'm really drawn to it. So there you go. I love it. It's so fun. What a good quiz.
I know, right? We keep few questions the same and then change it up a little bit. Just makes it fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So does anybody have questions like Teresa and Chris and Leslie and DC International Dance? I don't know what your name is.
While they're hopefully typing their questions, I had one that came through the social media. How do you stay in shape after 2 kids?
How do you stay in shape after 2 kids, Elena?
Well, see, I'm telling you, after social media question, you got to answer.
I mean, it's a kind of complicated answer. I mean, I can be all like...
Give it your best.
I could be all like, about it. But the best is, if you have a routine before you were... I had a routine of how to stay in shape before I had kids. And I tried to get back into that routine. After the first one and then after the second one. So I didn't go like, well, now it's it. I had kids now. I can chill out and eat cake, and ice cream when all the time. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but like I just was like, and honestly,
well, she has a secret she's not sharing. She has a fantastic coach.
I do.
Actually,
I was gonna get there.
I'm telling you, I had one lesson with her. I had to recover like a week later. Yes. And it's not sharing. It's like a ballet bar.
It's a ballet bar. So that's what I'm saying. The routine, and it's a complex thing. It's what you're eating. It's your habits, lifestyle. But then also there is an exercise method that helped me to stay in shape and help my dancing so much. I mean, like that's what I was saying, that like with Elena and Snow and Babette, like, you look at you look at the dancer's feet right away, and I didn't have the best feet. I had to work on it. I had to really improve it. And this lady, her name is Natalia. She lives in Moscow, and she helped me out so much throughout my career. And I still, to this day, I still do her set of exercises. And I mean, I do other stuff too. I'll throw some yoga or Pilates in there, but her thing is the core of my workout regime for sure.
So maybe you can share it with us at one of this,
You know what? I'll share it with you.
Moves so we can all
share it with you if you go to ycdstudio.com and sign up for classes with me Wednesday 1 p.m. and 10 a.m. on Sundays. I'm doing her stuff, and she's like, go ahead, do your thing. And I've been working out with her for over 20 years, so it kind of rubbed off a bit. So right. I think I know what I'm doing at this point. That's awesome. That was good. Yeah, good question. Anybody else have questions?
No, everybody's just listening. They're like,
You guys
Well,
are
you
just
usually have a
listening.
talk show. Is there something that you want to share with us? That's something that you're doing nowadays that you're proud of, and you know, maybe something that you have coming up in the future that we should be, you know, tuning in?
What am I looking forward to when this coronavirus quarantine is over?
sure.
Somebody asked that question. What are you what are you looking forward to after this is over? Going to the beach, man. I see it every day, and I'm not allowed to go there. Although apparently there are a bunch of people that just like forget it and just went there, which we
Right.
don't do. We try to stay by the, you know, do things by the rules, and we wear masks when we go and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's the thing. The other thing that I would share with you is that I'm actually teaching at YCD Studio 6 classes a week, you guys. 3 of them are kids, 3 adults. So if you want to join me for any of them, I post about it on social media, but also it's on ycdstudio.com, and you can sign up through Mindbody, and off you go. And first class is always, always free. Yes, Elena, ycdstudio.com. I love it.
See,
Thank
I'm
you.
listening. I'm listening.
She's listening. And also, Nevin and I recorded a salsa tutorial.
I saw that. It was so cute.
That was so
Thank you.
Your husband never danced, and now he's becoming a professional dancer over there. I see.
Well, not a professional dancer. The thing about this, and don't judge me, because you know you guys are dancers. You all seen the proper dance vision tutorials from our lovely hosts here, and how it's proper. This is not proper. This is like our version of drunk history, because we got tipsy on wine. It was really good. We got tipsy, and he's like, teach me salsa. And for the longest time, I would refuse to teach him. I was like, nah, some other time. Oh, why don't you go to the studio and so will teach you? And he's like, no, I want you to teach me. You're my spouse. I want to be like, you know, flirty with you. And I'm like, but it's not flirty to me. It's work.
Right.
And like he was very strategic about it. He got me tipsy, and he's like, okay, now you're gonna teach me. And I was like, and of course I had nowhere to go, because like we're in the quarantine, we're stuck. What am I gonna be like? Oh, I don't have time, because that's a total lie. Of course I have time. And we started basically, I started teaching him, and he's like, hold on a minute, go put some makeup on and get dressed like out of your pajamas, and I'm gonna film this. And he set up the lights, because he's an actor, so he has his lights and he has his tripod, and you know, I'm sure you girls know what I'm talking about. And he just filmed the whole thing, like the whole night. We were up till 2 a.m. and just continuously drinking.
All
So
right,
as
ladies.
the night goes along, we
gonna
got
have to I would love to chat with you way longer,
wants to,
but
yes, he wants us to be done.
unfortunately, we're already at the time flies when you're having fun. So we're unfortunately already coming to an end. So I'm gonna
Yes,
wrap it up and say thank you so much, Anna, for joining us. It was a fun session today. Love
thank
seeing
you.
I hope we see each other very soon.
Yes,
Bye from me
appreciate it.
already, so say your goodbyes. That is it for today.
Wow, Babette, that's why we have Babette. She keeps everybody on track and in order.
Right.
At this moment, I'm going to say goodbye. I love you all, and thank you so much for tuning. Girls, thank you so much for
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.